Hello everyone, myself, I'm VIII Kumar, a teacher at Sant Tukaram National Model School, here all the way in front of you to discuss about the conservation of biodiversity. Conservation of biodiversity, a lesson in class 8. From this lesson, I am going to discuss a small topic which is very important. Aesthetically, it is very important for us to know the importance of forests that are there around us, to know what role they play in our day-to-day life, to know how useful they are for us to make our life more sophisticated and to lead a healthy life. Forests can never be underestimated. Forests are never of no use. They play a very crucial role in the lifestyle of every human being. They play a very important role in the day-to-day life of not only the tribal people but also a city man. Though we are not directly connected to the forest, though we are not able to see the forest every day, we have a very crucial role to conserve the biodiversity. And once I say biodiversity, I need to say to conserve the forest, because biodiversity and forest, they go hand in hand, they can never be separated. To understand that, first we should understand the meaning of biodiversity. What do you mean by biodiversity? Bio means life. Diversity means the differences that exist. The differences that exist. The differences that exist in the living organisms is called as biodiversity. Do you think that all the living organisms that live on the earth are same? No, it is not like that. Firstly, basically, the living organisms can be divided into plants and animals. That is the flora and fauna. Flora are plants and fauna are animals. That is how they are differentiated. And then, from one plant to the other plant, there are variations. From one animal to the other animal, there are variations. So these differences lead to the diversification in the living organisms. The diversification in the living organisms. For example, let me tell you, a wall lizard and a garden lizard, do they look similar? A little bit they are similar, but still they are separate from each other. Still they are different from each other. So these are minor changes. When you look at a bird, an eagle, for our understanding, and an ant and an ant, is there any similarity? Very less similarities are there. Okay, but many differences are there. So forget about whether it is a huge difference or a small difference, but still some difference exists between one living organism and the other living organism, and that leads to what we call as biodiversity. So because of this diversity only, we are able to survive on the earth. If you ask me how, we have different food chains, we have different trophic levels, we have different living organisms arranged at different trophic levels, because of which the food chain has given a certain shape, and because of which a pyramid shaped ecosystem has been built. Yes. So, if there is no predator, if there is no prey for a living organism, they cannot survive. If there are no consumers, carnivorous animals, the plants cannot get the food. Yes, it becomes little difficult for the animals to get the food. So, every living organism, I need to say finally, every living organism has a very crucial role to play on the surface of the earth. And as I have used one more word, what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem can be called as an interlinkage between the biotic and abiotic components. A community where the living organisms are making their life in relationship with the non-living things, where the biotic things are living in coordination with the abiotic things. Biotic means living organisms, may it be plants, animals, or any other living organisms, may it be microorganisms. They are all biotic in nature. That means they have life. Bio means life. Abiotic, which do not have life. What are abiotic things? The non-living things like the water, sunlight, soil, air, temperature, rainfall. So do you think that these things will influence the life? Yes, they will influence the life. Because in a desert, whatever the living organisms that are there in the desert and whatever the living organisms that are there in a evergreen forest, do you think that they are same? No, they are quite different. Evergreen forest is a place with a rich biodiversity. Varied varieties of plants and animals exist there. But what about a desert? A desert doesn't consist of those many living organisms. It's because of the difference in the distribution of rainfall. It is because of the difference in the distribution of rainfall. Hope I am clear to you. In this class, we have learned about what is biodiversity, what is ecosystem, and what is the need for conservation of biodiversity. Though we didn't plunge deep to understand the various aspects of biodiversity, of the ecosystem, the various steps to conserve the biodiversity, a little idea about the biodiversity and ecosystem has been given to you. I hope so, and with this, I would like to end up today's session. Thank you for being here with a lot of patience watching my video. And if you have any doubts regarding this, you can drop them. And if you expect me to drop any other, if you expect me to make any other video, you can drop it in the comment section. And also, if you have any suggestions, your suggestions are most welcome. Thank you once again.